Hi everyone, welcome to my weekly meal plan. If you're new here, each week I share with you guys what is on my meal plan for the upcoming week for my family. It's dinners only. The episode comes out every Wednesday, and the meal plan that I share starts on Saturday through the following Friday. It's just for dinners. I don't remember if I just said that already. I think I may have. I use kind of like a rotation of my meals, so it's not always a whole lot of new recipes. It's often repeating the same things over the course of the weeks, just to make things easier. But I do try and put in a new recipe here or there, either as a main dish or a side dish. So this week's meal plan starts on Saturday, September 4th. So for Saturday, we are doing air fryer whole chicken, which is from belleofthekitchen.com. And this is like just a really simple way to make like a rotisserie style chicken in the air fryer. Obviously you have to buy a chicken that is a size that will fit in your air fryer. We have a pretty big air fryer, but I can't buy like a giant chicken, but it fits in there. It comes out good. It's really easy to make. And I haven't made that in a while, so we're going to do that. And then as a side dish, I'm going to do one pot penne alla vodka, which is from foodnetwork.com. It's like your traditional like penne with vodka sauce, but it's made in like one pot, and you actually cook the penne like in the sauce. So it's really like quick and easy to make. And then I'm also just going to do a bagged salad on the side. Oh, I forgot to mention, the blog version of this meal plan is also on my website at lolasfrugallife.com, where you can find links to these recipes. I just wanted to make sure. I usually say that at the beginning of the episode. So just so you know, if you are looking for any of these recipes and you can't find them based on my description on where they're from, just go to my website and you'll see this week's meal plan, and you can just click on the link in there. Okay, so anyway, so that was Saturday. So for Sunday, we're doing French dip sandwiches. And this is so easy, this recipe. It's a crock pot recipe, and you basically just put about a 3-pound chuck roast in the crock pot, put an envelope of onion soup mix and an envelope of the au jus gravy mix over it and a can of beef broth, and you just turn it on, and that's it. It cooks all day, and then you just make sandwiches with like whatever rolls you like. We'll usually put like Swiss cheese on it. You could do whatever kind of cheese you like, and it's just such a quick, easy meal to make. And it's great for a Sunday if you might be like tired at the end of the day and not wanting to cook. As a side with that, I'm making peas and pasta, which is from weelicious.com, weelicious.com. And it's just like a basic pasta dish with frozen peas in it and like Parmesan cheese and olive oil and salt. So that is for Sunday. For Monday, we're doing hot dogs. We do this once a month. So I'm just making hot dogs. I'm making a can of vegetarian pork and beans, and I am making home fried potatoes in the air fryer. So I pretty much just cut up some potatoes, peppers, and onions and mix them together, put a little olive oil on them, and throw them in the air fryer and make like home fries. And some of us eat them on the side, and some of us put it on the hot dog with the hot dog bun to make like an Italian hot dog, which is really good. For Tuesday, we're doing tacos. We do like a Mexican theme meal every Tuesday. This week, it's actually tacos for Taco Tuesday. So I don't have a recipe to share for that. I mean, we just basically cook up some I think I have been using ground chicken. I've done ground turkey, ground chicken, whatever. You could use ground beef, however you like your taco meat. I honestly don't even buy taco seasoning anymore. I just season it with some seasoned salt and some chili powder, and it comes out really good like that. And then I just put out, like some shells and soft tortillas and, like cheese and sour cream and avocado and all that kind of stuff. So no recipe really to share for that one. For Wednesday, we're doing bacon wrapped barbecue shrimp, which is from allrecipes.com. This is one of my favorites for a shrimp meal. We usually do seafood on Wednesdays. The shrimp cooks right on a baking sheet. And what I do with the bacon, instead of wrapping each shrimp, I just cut it into like little squares and I just lay it over top of the shrimp, and it's so much easier, and everyone can still grab a piece of bacon and a piece of shrimp and eat it together. And it's such a huge time saver rather than sitting there and like wrapping each piece of shrimp with bacon. So that's how I always do it. And then as a side, I'm just doing vegetable fried rice. I don't have a recipe link for that one. I'm basically just making some white rice and frying it up in a frying pan with some stir fry vegetables, like the frozen stir fry vegetables, or you can even buy the fresh ones. I usually always keep the frozen ones on hand just so that I can always make something quick like that. So I just saute up the vegetables and then I add cooked white rice to it, mix it up, and then like flavor it with soy sauce however much you like. And that goes really good with the barbecue, with the bacon wrapped shrimp. Thursdays, we usually either do breakfast for dinner or soup and grilled cheese because I go food shopping on Thursday night and I need a quick meal to make because I work in the day and then I have to go food shopping at night, and then it's just like there's not enough time really to cook when I get home, or a lot of time to cook. So I am doing crock pot potato soup. This is one of the easiest ways to make potato soup. You use I don't have like a recipe link for this one, but I'll share like on the website like how you make it because it's only a couple ingredients. But you basically just take like a 32-ounce bag of potatoes, like the kind that have like the I think it's called like potatoes O'Brien or something like that, and it's like diced up potatoes with like peppers and onions in the bag, and you just pour that in the crock pot. You add vegetable broth, cream of mushroom soup, and you just let it cook in the crock pot all day. And I think it comes out really good. So when I get home from food shopping that night, all I'll have to do is make up some grilled cheese sandwiches and that's it. Dinner will be done. So that's for Thursday. Friday, I am doing creamy herbed pork chops, which is from allrecipes.com. As I mention every time I make this recipe, I actually do not make the cream for the pork chops. I'm sure it's really delicious. It's just I kind of shortcut a lot when I cook because I don't really have time to make like all the little extras unless it's like a holiday or something like that. I try and make things as quick as possible. So for this recipe, I just kind of use it as a starting point so that I remember, what I'm kind of gonna make for dinner that night. So what I do here is I just use it to do the part of the recipe of cooking the pork chops before making the gravy or the creamy part. So I use bone-in pork chops and I cook them in a frying pan with butter like this recipe suggests, and I season them with Montreal steak seasoning, and they just come out so good just by doing that alone. I don't even think they need the creamy like sauce added to them. So I make those all the time and I just really love how they come out. And then as a side dish, I'm just gonna do like some tortellinis, just like, like how you buy like the frozen packaged tortellinis, and I'm just gonna like put them with butter, like, toss them with some butter. And then I'm gonna do some frozen vegetables on the side with that, just like whatever I happen to have on hand. I always buy some of those steam fresh type vegetables that you just pop in the microwave, and we will have that as a side dish. So that is it for this week's meal plan. I hope maybe this inspired you in some way, or maybe you heard a recipe that you might like to try. So like I said, all of the recipes where I have like an actual recipe site to link to can be found on my blog at lolasfrugallife.com. As always, email me with any questions or suggestions at lolasfrugallife@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook at lolasfrugallife. We also have a private listeners group, which is on Facebook at facebook.com/group/lolasfrugallife if you're interested in joining us there. And if you like the show, please make sure to subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you listen from. Also, if you can please take a couple of seconds to rate and review the podcast, that would be really helpful to me. That's what allows the show to grow and get more listeners. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a really awesome day.